Let's dance.
And of course, in the background now playing is Finna Get Loose, P. Diddy and the Family featuring Pharrell Williams. I am Ona Peteke on Twitter at Ona_Peteke. And of course, we are at BMH Radio on all social media platforms and we're live www.bmhradio.co.za. 10 minutes past 8 and I'm drifting with you one last time right here on BMH Radio until 10 a.m. In studio, I've got a couple of people who are my family. I got Lebu, I got Gamo, I've got Tamar, my new sister-in-law. You guys will meet her soon. I've got Busi, friend and colleague, and I've got my guest for the day, Cindy Kruger, psychic medium Cindy Kruger. How you doing, Cindy?
Fun you.
I'm great. I'm so happy to have you join me this morning on my final show.
You know what they always say about endings?
I don't know. What do they say?
So never be upset with an ending of anything because it's the beginning of your new life transforming.
That is absolutely true.
And every time something ends, it's because Spirit is blessing you with growth of your soul, blessing you with who you're meant to be and how you're meant to grow forward. And so this is the start. This is the beginning of something absolutely amazing on the horizon.
I love that. Absolutely love that. That's a bit of motivation for the morning. Can you hear that? I want to play a little game with you. You're just an icebreaker.
Thanks, eh?
Yeah, it's a very easy one. So a colleague of mine was playing with me this game yesterday, and I wanted to see if adults also can get tricked by this. Okay, so
I'll probably get tricked.
no, you're smart. You are smart. I don't think gonna get tricked on this one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna say a word, and then I want you to repeat the word after me. But you have to be as fast as you can. Okay. So if you get that, okay, cool. But you have to listen and then just think on your feet quickly. All right, let's go. Shop.
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 Shop. Flop.
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 Flop. Stop.
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 Stop. Flop.
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 Flop. Okay, listen. Calm down. It's fine. So now say flop, spell flop, and then say flop again.
FLOP. Flop.
Flop. Say flop again.
Flop.
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 Stop.
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 When they see a green light, what do?
You go.
Ah, you smart. Let's try another one. Okay. So I want you to say silk 7 times. Okay.
Silk, 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 silk.
Again.
Silk, 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 silk.
Again.
Silk, 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 silk.
What do cows drink?
Milk.
No, they pushes. He was basically trying to show me that the mind really works differently, you know. So yeah, I also said they drink milk, and
Okay.
then I realized that oh no, they produce milk. They just don't
They
drink.
just drink
Yeah.
water.
I mean, the last time you came by, we spoke about a lot. We got to know you, what you're about, what your gift is also about. Has anything changed in your career ever since like 6 months ago, and also maybe with your readings?
There's been quite a bit. There's a lot I can't speak about just yet, which I wish I could, but we're in the middle of negotiations.
Okay, that's good.
So all I can say to everyone is we're in the middle of some new negotiations, which I think everyone's going to be very excited.
I hope so.
So yes, there's some excellent stuff coming in about the next month too, where we'll be able to let out the hat. But yeah, life has been amazing and different in spirit. It's been a lot of pressure, hey? Pressure on the demand of people needing readings, wanting readings, and you can only fit so many in a day.
That is true.
Radio's been amazing with the different stations and guesting for people. So that's been such a wonderful opportunity as well. And was also able to do quite a few interviews, TV interviews, which were wonderful. So yeah, life has transformed. But the readings as a whole, let me tell you something, humbled. I am loving the one-on-ones. And I'm loving like that feedback from everybody, but everyone coming back to me as well going, you know, you touched my life on spirit in some different way, or the messages touched their life in some different way. Everyone had some form of healing. So what's been amazing since the show was the amount of feedback we got. And it's been so amazing to see exactly what we said. We want to heal a nation, and that's exactly what I think we've been doing.
Speaking of exciting things to look forward to, can we expect you back on our screens?
Definitely.
And maybe this time with a switch up, maybe getting into, do we see maybe you involving your family, maybe a reality show?
A little bit private. It's a little bit private. I mean, everyone knows I have an amazing man, um, amazing children, and cats. Cats are my blessings.
Oh, wow.
Josh Boy and Lucy Girl.
Okay.
So everyone knows me. I'm the crazy cat lady. But yeah, I'm a little bit private when it comes to that. And I think from previously being on TV to now, I've realized what space is about and privacy. So I think, yeah, if I definitely get back on screens, which should be definitely happening,
That's true.
yeah, we definitely going to more focus on the gift and helping people with a glimpse of privacy.
Funi asked, someone called Funi asked, basically, how do you handle maybe negative remarks when it comes to the gift that you have?
I think that the first thing I can say to everybody is generally not going to be everyone's cup of tea.
Yep.
And I also don't choose to be anyone's cup of tea.
True.
So that's my first hish. But the next one is I wasn't asked to have this gift. I didn't choose to create this gift. I was born with it. I can only humbly go forward with what I believe is possible and what I need to do to help others. And when it comes to people who disagree, I'm allowed to have my decisions on what makes me feel humble or what makes me feel whole doing what I need to do. But at that same point, I have to be humble to allow them to have their point of view. So as much as the words could be harsh, as much as those type of things aren't really nice to hear, I choose not to listen more so. But I always in the back of my mind go, they're also entitled to their opinion.
Wow.
They're entitled to their point of view. There's nothing I can do to stop that. I'm not going to be everyone's cup of tea. I don't choose to be.
That is absolutely true. Another thing is I wanted to know if, like, ever had an experience where maybe you've had to, like, withhold information because maybe what impact that it would have on the other person.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you just allow people to maybe experience it themselves before you say, I knew that.
So cute. And I think it's important. A lot of the times as psychic mediums, we shouldn't be discussing death. There's a rule with me in spirit where we don't speak about death. We don't, even if I see it or don't see it, we do not discuss it because it's not up to us to actually bring that information forward. There is information we don't bring across, and there is information we will hold back. But the bigger picture is our work is not there to be a fortune teller so that you live off what we say. Our gift is there to be an inspiration, a guidance, to help you have an insight to what's in store, what to look forward to, what to move forward with. And I think that that's what's more important is you were all born with free will, and it's also up to you how you choose to use that. We're just helping to enlighten that.
Also, I want to know, like, how do you deal with, like, bad spirits, be it maybe in your circle or people you do readings on?
I don't really get so much of a... You'll get a reading potentially where someone could be a bit negative or skeptic, things like that. And in that space, I'd be, that's their point of view, let them be. It's what they choose. And that's great. But then when it comes to private space, I'm very, very strict about friends, people, energies in my private space. I don't really get entertained with negative souls, negative spirit as such. So I'm blessed like that in the sense that the stuff that comes through to me can be a bit scary, especially when I was younger. And that's interpretation. Now it's not scary. It's an understanding of this lost soul. We need to help the soul cross over. So it's a very different, you know your lines, you know your path. But also people. People can be worse than spirits. I have no problem with ghosts, spirits, nothing like that. I have problem with people in the living. Because they can be more evil. They can be more harmful.
True.
And they can hurt people. I mean, on Twitter, have you seen how comments get flown? Hence, I don't choose to be on Twitter. I don't mind Facebook and Instagram, but I don't choose to engage with that. I just feel that that's negative. It's almost like we're all out there to bash. So you've put on weight and everyone's going berserk because you've put on so much weight. Oh, really? If that's what makes your jam switch in the morning, go right ahead.
Yeah. On a lighter note, I mean, you are a mother.
Of 2 stepkids, yeah.
Yes. You're still a mother. You're still a mother. Yeah, it's just, you're still a mother to them. Do they find it hard maybe to lie to you? I think I would.
Yeah.
I'd be
And then I
like,
get, oh, Cindy. I'm like, yeah, what are you doing?
wow.
Or otherwise, it's a little boy and girl. So
Yeah.
she's the older one. She's about 17, so she's really in her little stages.
Exactly.
And then you got the 15-year-old little one. He's our boy, and he's adorable because he'll phone and say, do you remember what you said? You were right. Just thought I'd let you know. Where she'll go, oh, Cindy, the D.
That's super amazing. Listen, I'm still hanging out with Cindy Kruger, psychic medium. Do send through any requests you have, any questions or readings, and later on, maybe we'll get into a little bit of readings. And I know that one of the people in studio wants to get one, and we'll do it on air, man. Let's go. 29 minutes past 8, still tuned into the Morning Drift. I am Ona Peteke on Twitter at Ona_Peteke. And of course, we are at BMH Radio on all social media platforms, and we're live www.bmhradio.co.za. Like I said, drifting with you for one last time, and still hanging out with Cindy Kruger, psychic medium. I have a couple of questions for you before we go into just a couple of readings first. Firstly, basically, what is the one common thing that people ask a reading on besides lotto numbers?
Yeah, lots of definitely. Just about their loved ones, if their loved ones are at peace, that's something they really want to find out more about. And the general three things: love, career, and finance.
Wow. I think I'll also get into that a bit, yeah. And also, do ancestors come in different forms besides dreams?
Definitely. I think that the more I've learned about different cultures and different understandings of people and how they worship or understand or connect, I'm using all the different acceptable words. And just like we said, the divine, the universe, the ancestors, yes, it's not necessarily just dreams. It could be visions. It could be that you hear it, you can smell, scent. So it's your senses. All your senses are raised. And through all the senses being raised, it automatically then brings off a connection to your spirit. It's that also gut intuition, and that can be presented in various different ways. You could be a healer, you could be a prophetic. If you're going to go more cultural terms, but if you didn't, you would say you could be a Reiki master, because that's a general sort of lifting up, not touching on the body, but just lifting above. What's energy work that you're doing? There's all different forms, sizes of how you can grow your gift and the various vessels to grow your gifts. Yeah.
Oh, wow. I want to go into a tweet from, oh, here she is, Ntombi. Yes. Ntombi, which is Kamu's friend. She says, hey, my name is Ntombi. I would really like to get a reading about my late father. She said, can she come into studio? Okay, but she is listening. So she says she wants to get a reading about her late father.
With the dad, a connection that potentially I'm seeing is necessarily him wanting to try and say sorry. I'm not sure what sorry for, but saying to her she's been waiting for acceptance in a sense, and desperately needing to know if dad felt that she had honored him, and there was some form of distance within them. Not necessarily that they lived separately or that they did, but there was some distance either in the relationship where they battled with their communications at times. And the one connection that the father is coming forward saying to her is he is proud. Another connection that's coming forward from this is also the dad acknowledging that he actually didn't know there was something wrong health-wise.
Wow. Ntombi, I hope you're listening, and I hope you got that from Cindy, and I hope it really helps with whatever message you're trying to really get. Busi, do you want to go?
Yeah. I don't think I have anything at
To
the
say
moment.
now.
At the
Okay,
moment,
can I step in here?
Yes.
Oh no.
Oh, yes. There's just a connection that I want to say you are young. And you have a whole life to live and lead. And I know you feel confused right now about so many different things. And you freak out a lot feeling like you're not making your own choices. You feel like everybody else is making your choices for you. Wow. And you feel like sometimes, where is my calling? What am I meant to be doing? And even though this is an expression of who you are, you always feel like everyone's holding you back. Everyone's putting the brakes on you or stopping you in all different ways. And as much as you're a friend who's really caring and wants to give to so many others, you always celebrate everyone else's happinesses. Sometimes you feel left out going, whoever celebrates mine. Have you had a grandmother who's died? Yeah. Was it from your mom's side? Because she's stepping forward, or Gogo. Her passing wasn't recent, it was a while ago. And she looks at you and she goes, Unana, Unana. She says that she was part of helping to raise you, part of helping to care for you, and she says that you must feel blessed and honored because your confusion is just a matter of your age. Everything is going to make sense in time to come. You love deep, you love hard, you always want everything sort of now. Everything now. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And Spirit is actually just teaching you how to be patient with the process. Okay, Gogo says that she blesses you. She blesses you forward with your gift of helping the nation through
Yeah.
the work that you're doing. It might not make sense now, but it will make sense later.
Okay, thank you.
What do you do with the studies?
I'm majoring in television.
Oh, rest my case,
I
helping the
wanna be
nation.
a
Rest my case. Yeah.
Right. Yeah, Bussy's one of my colleagues and friends. And then we've got Tato, who's actually one of my colleagues. Hi, baby boy. Let's go.
Hi, how are you?
Fun and you.
I'm good. I just wanted to basically find out, like, how I was born
What do you mean how you were born?
because I was adopted, so I was never told
Okay.
what happened.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. Let's see if we can connect forward. Sorry for saying how were you born. I was thinking, was there complications in the actual
No.
physical birth?
No, I don't know. I
Alright.
don't know.
I don't think there was. A connection that's coming forward for me is young on the mother side. Have you ventured to try and look for your parents?
No.
Okay. One connection I'm definitely getting is a female energy, very young, which was your mom, maybe too young for the age. And I think that this is looking at a 16, 17, 18 age of birthing you. The one destiny I want to give to you today is saying to you that your current parents, okay, your adopted parents, my sweets, were actually your real parents in a different life. So we have previous lifetimes, and we come back to repeat these lives, okay, in different ways, different sectors. Your parents that adopted you in this lifetime were the parents that were your real birth parents in a previous life. They came in this life because there was another lesson you would learn about being adopted in this life. And those parents came to cushion your fall. They came to pick up your pieces and to help you. And I think that the focus in this life was never the destiny of what about my paternal parents. It was more about what about these parents that are acting now and giving you every opportunity. Have you noticed something where, yes, you're different, you're very creative,
True.
okay?
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't get you normally.
Yep.
Okay, it takes a while for everyone. It's almost like you either rub people up or they rub you up, or
Yeah.
He rubs me off, I won't lie.
Yeah.
and yet it's not an arrogance. There's nothing like that. It's just you in your own zone. That's
Yep.
all it is. It's just you zone.
Yeah.
And that's a blessing. Just to say to you that your parents get that more than anyone else. If anyone is the people who love, who want to see you shine, and who get it, even if they give you carrots every day, they're still the ones who love you, and they're only fighting and moaning and being strict with you because they care about you.
True.
The connection to your mom was, unfortunately, I don't think that with the age and with the family, a baby would have been accepted. And hence, I'm saying really a bit too young. It's not that I think you have to go soul searching for her. I think there's guilt there on her side that she may come soul searching at some point for you.
Wow, that is so deep. Whew.
Thank you.
Are
But
you
don't
fine,
ruin your
Tato?
relationship with your parents. Don't ruin the
'Cause
relationship with anyone.
I think that's why I don't wanna like look for them.
I don't
Because
think you should.
I've mentioned it before. Then I could just tell that my
There was
mom wasn't
hurting.
happy about it, so I just let it go.
Umama was not jealous, Umona, not at all.
No,
She was hurt, okay, and not hurt. Remember, you her baby, and now she has to share you with another mama. Okay, try me as a step parent. I love my kids. I call them my kids. They're not my step kids. They're my kids.
Yeah.
But I constantly share them. And if you ask about our destinies, this is why I connect with you so well. I came back to birth these kids.
yeah.
And even though this time round it's adoptive and I'm the stepmom, in a previous life, they were my blood children. They were my birth kids. And I've also come back to be on a rescue level with them. So it's not about where you don't have answers from there. This is the soul. This is the searching now. This is the current space of people that have been placed here strategically for a reason.
Yeah.
And relax. If anything, let her come find you. You don't need to find her. She kind of strategically knows the placing of everything.
True. I agree.
All right.
yeah.
Thank you.
And then another reading from Noctela Zanele on my Instagram. She says, "Hey, can I please get a reading from Cindy with regards to my mom? Thank you."
Mum passed.
I don't know, Noctela, did your mom pass or what? Please let us know.
Okay, let me go quickly with her anyway. Something came
Yeah.
up. I burped.
Okay.
And that means, what's her name?
Noqela Zanele Noqela, yes.
Zanele Noqela.
Yes.
A connection that's coming forward for you is you're gifted. And if you're not gifted, there was ancestral giftings within your mother, Gogo, Koko. So that's coming through quite strongly there. But a connection that's coming forward is stop being afraid to live your life. There is a connection where you seem to dream quite a bit and you get anxiety and worried about your dreams. And the blessings that come through for you today is to say that the ancestors are really protecting, blessing you to be able to take your steps forward. One of the connections that's coming through is love. You're so afraid of love. She's so afraid of getting hurt. And this is just, the women in this household of hers, previous that have passed and living, are very powerful compared to the males. So the connection that's coming forward is stand in your power, stand in your stance, and know that if someone is going to love you, they're going to love you for who you are, not for what they want you to be.
Wow.
But more importantly, stop being afraid of this gift. This gift is not necessarily in younger. It's not necessarily you have to twasa. It looks like it's more prophetic, and it looks like it's more just be with your prayers. Your prayers are good with this. Go to church, and you'll see you'll tone your gift down. But you've got a bigger step in life and something with writing. So take forward the writing skills because it looks quite strong.
Yeah, as she says, her mom passed away when she was 7 years old.
All right.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I hope she's been listening because
Yes.
the connection of everything we gave her
Yeah.
right now was a connection coming through with mom. I'm seeing her now. I never saw her before. It's not that mom is saying she's mafut or big or anything like that, but she's saying either she was a little bit swollen or big at the timing of her passing. Potentially blood pressure or swelling, could have been just circulation, blood circulation. There seemed to have been something wrong with that. But a connection with her is just as much as the woman of the strength in the home. Your mom has always been your blessing. I said that earlier. Ancestors have blessed and protected you.
Yeah.
And that's exactly it. Her mom has always looked after her. Her mom sees her strength now, and there's apparently a new car coming. So if she's opening up the doors for a new car, wanting a new car, there's a blessings to a new car that's on her way.
Zanele, I just want to ride in that car. That's all I'm saying, okay?
Ride it.
We're still hanging out with Cindy. 12 minutes to 9, still tuned into the morning drift. I'm Ona Peteke. It's a bit emotional and a bit in studio right now, but all is well. We all need answers to go forward in life. So, yeah. And let me just carry on a bit of the interview before we go into last minute in readings. So basically, I want to know, with the world instilling fear and limitations, basically in one's identity, do you have a way to help people maybe channel their true self?
Stay off Twitter. I don't mean to be rude. No, with everything that's going on, there is so much interference that's unnecessary. And so we talk about having our sacred spaces. We talk about having our sacred time. And you'll be surprised what meditation actually does and how much meditation actually helps you. It gives you that intuition, but it helps you to gain that inner self, that inner strength.
Yeah.
To have that knowing of where you're at. In and amongst this world and in amongst what it provides, if you can't take the media, especially news, then stop listening to the news.
Yeah.
If you don't enjoy what's happening within politics, then don't entertain the politics. And that's why I said social media can be quite a vice. So it's your choice. Are you wanting to be one of those girls that have to keep up with the Ks, keep up with the Kardashians, and wear everything and do everything exactly the same as them? Well, then, yeah, shame, hey? That following, constantly having to keep up. I mean, how many times do we look at our accounts and we say, are they actually true or not?
Yep.
You'll be surprised how many times I'm on my account where I've got no makeup on.
Yeah.
And it's for a reason. I'd like to try and be authentic. The only thing that can keep you authentic, keep you in this world of disasters and changes and everything that's there. Stop praying for, let's save the war, and start using very specific words like, let's create the peace.
Yeah.
Everything that there is negative, bring it into a positive. So instead of going, there's so much animosity with land invasions and stuff that are happening, rather speak about the peace and the transition to land.
Yeah, I love that.
We switch it around, and so that's the only thing I can say. Watch your words, watch your choices. Your vibe attracts your tribe, and your tribe attracts your vibe.
Energies. One thing I've noticed is in group readings, you basically read if a spirit comes to you, that's how it's done. And then sometimes, but what happens in in readings like this now, when someone says, I want you to connect with so and so at this moment, like how do you tap into that so quickly or channel it? Because it's not like the spirit comes to you. I don't know. I don't even know how to ask
Sometimes,
it.
yeah, I know exactly.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say.
Sometimes I have the ability to be aware of connecting in. Other times I don't. It's like a light bulb switch. It just switches on and off. One of the things with these types of gifts is you don't really have control.
Yeah.
It's more about blind faith and trust. And you have to have the faith and the trust that you know what you're doing, more importantly, that you hear and that you trust the vibration, voices, information that you're getting. And I think that this is why a lot of people are psychic. A lot of people have got gifts, but a lot of people don't know how to use them or
Yeah.
are afraid to use them because they don't know how to let go of that space. When it comes to switching of the two, I have no idea how it happens. It just happens. So the only thing I can say is I think, yeah, it's faith and it's
Yeah.
holding on and trusting on. A lot of the times in the private readings, I'll ask who's the idea of the type of people that you're wanting to connect with. It gives me kind of a baseline.
Okay.
Because sometimes if the stronger soul does come through, sometimes I can't stop that. And they may want to take over a reading. When it's on radio, it's on a different format. I don't know what the vibration, why. And the same with TV. They're all different vibrations that I have been exploring, but also enjoying.
That's amazing.
Sometimes we'll start with hypothetically a grandmother. And before I know it, and you could have asked for the granny, and the next thing I know it, and you've got a distant cousin or grandfather that suddenly steps forward, interrupts the whole read. You don't have that control. You can't control it.
Oh my God. Right now, more messages are coming in. I'm really going to try this. Mamilo underscore Lenta says, Hi, Ona. Mamilo from Cape Town. I'm listening to you guys this morning. Great show. Can I get a reading from Cindy regarding my late father and my life in jail as a whole? Thank you.
Cute. Mama Leo, the first connection I wanted to give you is the move, the space, the home space. You're considering a change to home, and your father is blessing this forward, saying to he wants this to happen. The passing is not a recent passing. This passing was quite a while ago. I do connect that your dad was quite sort of strict. I don't know. I don't want to say he was the man of the home, breadwinner of the home, but I think he had his voice, and his voice could be heard. And the one thing that he keeps telling her is you need to follow your vision. You had a vision for being in Cape Town. You had a vision and a path for what you were aiming to do. And suddenly he says you've fallen off that journey. And he says you need to get back on that track again.
Wow.
And he says that he's behind her 100%. He says that he's sorry for the animosity with the family, just in regards to his things, splitting his things or his belongings.
Wow.
There was a bit of animosity.
Oh, okay. Wow. Mamila, I hope you got that. I hope you got that. And then Karabo at Karabo. And then, yeah, Karabo 543912224. These Twitter names. So, yeah. Karabo's question, I don't know if you can help with this one, though. Good morning, everyone. My name is Tebogo, and I just wanted to ask Cindy, when will this very tough phase I'm currently in end?
Watch your depression and watch your exercising. Start eating healthy, regular diet, and watch your exercise. Exercise is going to move you into a quicker space. The first thing that I want to say to you is law of attraction. If you're going to attract the negative downward spiral and think only of it, that's what's going to happen. You need to look at that end of the tunnel, light at the end of the tunnel space, to vibrate yourself into that vibration. Only think of positive. Within 6 months, we see a change coming up for you. So good luck.
That's amazing. And then at Pearl Malika says, Good morning, my name is Malebu Pearl Malika. Can I please have a reading on love and career? Thank you.
Is that male or female energy?
It's a female.
Okay.
Yes.
Give me a minute. Stop being afraid then of choices that you're making between male, female energies. Because it's not about what everyone else thinks of you. It's what you're thinking of yourself in the love department. Stop worrying about the different races, cultures, sexes. I think you need to flow with where you best connect. And something in a current relationship or vibration that you're in right now doesn't feel like it's connecting correctly. So that's definitely something I want you to vibrate with.
Wow.
Another connection that I wanted to put forward is it was finances, hey? Work and finances.
Yes.
Is this person...
She said love and career. Yes,
Yeah.
love and career.
Is there still connections to studies potentially coming through? Because then I'm definitely going to say if you're on this path of studies, it's there for a reason. Continue forward with the studies. It's there to shape your finances. And there's something not completed yet with studies in order
Yeah.
to shape your finances. So yes, they will uplift.
Wow. And then the question from Funi. She's actually in studio right now. That's Funi. I just wanted to ask question based on career and her self-love journey.
I love the self-love journey. It's like you're doing an eat, love, pray. Are you going to be traveling soon at all?
No.
Okay, look out for some travel that could come up for you, because the one thing that I'm definitely putting forward is some good travel. You're wanting to explore a topic that you are spiritually connected with, and that you stand for. It's like your vision statement. And that topic you're wanting to push forward, explore, journey, learn more. And you may need to travel a little bit to see that expression in other countries, other spaces, and how they are received of different people, different spaces, cultures, races, everything
Yeah.
that intertwines with this vision statement. I think you're on an amazing journey and you have the ability to publish your own book. I think your writing skill is amazing. I think your poetry is also amazing, even if you
Yep.
feel that you can't.
Oh my gosh, she does write poetry. I'm so wow.
But she doesn't recognize the strength of her poetry.
Yeah,
eh?
she doesn't.
The exciting thing is your poetry could design into a lyrics of a song. So all I'm just saying to you is, yeah, you need to get writing. You're going to be a phenomenal bookseller, author. I see a #1 bestseller coming up. So you will publish. But in that process, I still see your success coming in regards to your poetry and in regards, more importantly, to people wanting your lyrics.
Yeah. Are you happy? I've,
My career.
it goes. She could pretty much said it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the right path in terms of media.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes, she pretty much said it.
Pretty
yeah,
much,
you
yeah.
are. Yeah. I've got 3 more to squeeze in. I'm the third one basically. I've never done this before. So a friend of mine asked me to video call him right now, and he was asking if you can read him just by looking at him. So I don't know why he didn't just text. So yeah. So I don't know what he wants to ask you. So
He
Monday.
looks like you can keep him there. He looks very mischievous. So he likes to talk instead of letting others talk for.
Exactly.
He seems to be working more in an artistic level.
Are you
so
listening?
The artistic level is coming out more. Is he wanting to hit some jams or sing or
DJ.
Yeah,
DJ,
there we
yep.
go. So he's pushing that forward quite a bit. And all I'm going to say is your life is going to turn around, but stay humble. Okay, keep that humble side because you are quite spiritual and
He
you were
is.
blessed to go in this path for a reason, through the spiritual path. This was something that you wanted and you knew your ancestors had blessed you with. There was a calling a long time ago saying he'll make his name, he'll make his voice. And there was a grandmother specifically who helped him along the way.
Yes.
And so she's just saying, shy away, now you're naughty. So if he's going to be naughty, she's going to shy her.
So don't be naughty, okay? Just keep doing you. You can hear that.
Keep it real.
Keep it real, basically. And then Gigi_Malefo says, "Hi everyone, Kinelo here. Can I please get a reading from my late dad?"
Jeepers, what's happening with all the dads today? Hey?
Oh,
We got fathers in the house, power in the house.
sorry, Cindy.
It's how the dad died.
Sorry, give me a moment.
Okay, so I'm definitely picking up heart, chest, and lungs connected to the death. And as much as what we don't know if this father had passed recently or not, there's a level that's coming through saying there has been a recent passing. So somehow I feel the family's not just talking about the late dad, there's been a recent passing. So we must check with the dad. But immediately I just clogged up with my chest and sort of coughing and stuff. And that just showed me signs of the father and the heart, chest, and lungs that were coming in. He's definitely at peace. The family have been distraught over, was it his timing to pass?
Yeah.
And a connection that comes forward is definitely saying, yes, it was his time. He didn't suffer towards the end because I feel like the death was quite sudden and unexpected, or the family never got the clarity and closure they needed. But rest assured, your dad is at peace and he has crossed over to the other side.
I hope you got that, Gigi. Akinelwe, rather, that's your real name. I hope you really got that. And then there's another question from Kaya Bengu, the photographer. Come through.
Cindy, can you connect me with my career regarding the photography and
Are you doing
the camera?
weddings?
No.
Nothing with weddings, hey?
And then please connect me with my late aunt too.
Okay, so the first thing your late aunt is speaking about is a wedding. I don't know if there's a family wedding coming up
Okay.
that you potentially will film or photograph, but there's something to a blessings of a wedding that comes up. I think it's connected to something within family, okay, that she's honoring that space. Did she also battle with her heart, chest, lungs, and breathing? But she kept her illness a little bit secretive from the
Yeah.
family, and didn't want the family to know what was going on. She says she's sorry for that because of how it left the family quite distraught afterwards, for the ones that didn't know. And she's just acknowledging it also had to do with sort of, not necessarily TB, but it could have been like a pneumonia as well. But it was definitely around the chest area, heart and chest. A connection that's coming up for me is, I don't know if you're going to want to hear this, but she says you've got new beginnings, and it could be potentially either a move overseas or a move out of Joburg. So you're either going overseas with this big venture of work. It's something to do with crew, so working also on film sets. That you will do as well as the general photography. But your blessings, your key, your artistry is here. So you haven't made any doubt about it. You're going to get some very big contract come up. It's going to be quite exciting. And this contract is what's actually going to start the traveling. And that's going to start opening the doors to what you want.
Thank you so much.
Are you running your own business?
Yeah.
I think it's the best, keeping it independent and contracting out. Yeah, I think that's better. Contract your services, don't work for someone.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
He's quite amazing. He's quite amazing. Kaya Bengu. Everybody wants a picture of him.
So I think definitely overseas would be my calling next for you. I know you're scared, but you got to do it.
I'm very scared.
Yeah, it's fine. If you need to grow here first, grow as long as you need to here. But I promise you're going to have an opportunity overseas, and if you do, take it. Don't be afraid.
Mamilo, the one that you read earlier, says, Ona, thank you so much. I heard everything and it's so true. My dad was strict and a man of the house. Please say thank you to Cindy as well. And yes, I have fallen off my vision, but now I'm getting back at it. So yeah. And then Lebo, we wanted a reading on Korea. Like, guys, now people are sending only stuff now. Quickly.
Yeah, love in Korea.
Jeepers, guys, give me more than that. Are you dating anyone?
She is dating.
Did you give him a run for his money? I get a good vibration to the relationship, so I'm happy with the relationship sector. Very strong, very good vibration. Your career path, you feel like you've lost the sight.
Yeah, like I've lost I can't see where I'm, like, I start with something, but I don't see where it's going. I just leave it and I'm like, I'll see that when it comes.
All right, so it's fun that you are testing, trying of the new elements, trying to find where you fit. Don't feel afraid like you've lost your path. You haven't lost the journey or the path. What's just happening is you're trying the new different things so that you can find your way. You're just trying to find your way, what works best for you and what makes your vibration tick. So don't worry, you're on the right path of touch, go. But just don't get into the habit of not finishing things. Try and still go back and finish it, okay? But right now, creatively, you're just putting your fingers in all the pots. So don't worry. Have fun with this right now. You've got the ability to do it. So explore it with the support of a good relationship behind you. You sometimes don't trust the relationship and you sometimes moan a bit. But I think you've got some girl power to slap him into shape.
Are you happy with that, Lebu? Okay, literally, this is one last one, Cindy, okay? And I don't know why this person asked me to video call them when they're actually here. So I can see that they're here. This is Lesego. She's even laughing. What do you want a reading on, Lesego? I don't even know. What reading? What do you want the reading on? Oh yes, her grandmother.
Lesego, was your granny's passing recent?
Very recent, yes.
All right. So the first thing that she wants to honor with you, is it less than a year?
Yes, it's less than a year.
The first connection she wants to do is thank you for the burial. She knows that you were all very close to her and she was the rock of the family. And since the passing of her, it hasn't torn the family completely apart, but it's starting to shift the family a little bit.
She's saying yes.
Okay. And a connection that comes forward is her honoring her burial, her send-off. She says that she wants to thank you for the amount of people that were there attending. She says it was like a community-based funeral, at the amount of people that came, the amount of people that your gran touched so many people's lives, and they came to honor her in their send-off. She says, Ngiyabonga for all the cooking, because apparently the food was wonderful. But more importantly, I think there's going to be coming a tombstone. So I think they're going to be placing a tombstone.
He's like, oh my God.
So the connection that's coming up is just validating that she looks forward to the tombstone, and she says that she receives when it's ready. She says, just know it was her time. She was katela. She needed to
She was
hamba.
tired. Aww. Are you happy now,
She
Lesego?
says, Lesego, look for the roses, because she says she keeps sending you roses to let you know she's by your side.
So always look for the roses, okay? That's when you know she's there. She's crying and she's literally there in the next room. Cindy, time is up. 5 minutes past 9. Okay, for me, I guess, I just want to say, oh, let me cut her off. For me, it's just the thing of, you know, that I already told you that I'm moving now to different station, and I keep getting calls for different avenues that I've never studied for. You know, I guess for me it's just career wise also.
Take the leap of faith. I think exactly like we just said with your friend, where she's touching all the different baskets, putting her fingers in all the pots. The universe is showing you opportunity right now. The universe is giving you all these different opportunities. It doesn't mean that you're hitting and missing them and that you have to take all of them, or that you mustn't take any of them. Or will I take the right one or the wrong one?
Yes.
It's stop worrying about failure. Okay? It's more about, this is how I learn. This is how I grow. Every single one of us have to fail in order to climb and become the masters of who we are. We don't learn by our success. We learn by our failure. When there's too much success, we have ego. Once we've failed, we realize exactly what path we're going back on, what path ventured, or what path will take a skip on. And so for me, I bless you forward with saying this is your journey to make the greatest achievements, which I believe you really will. And I do think you'll be very cautious with every step of the way. But again, darling, contractual.
Yeah, we've been mentioning that since the morning. One last thing, one piece of advice you want to share about maybe intuition and spiritual guidance.
Stop being afraid of your gifts. Your gifts are definitely not there to haunt you. They're not there to take over your lives. They're not there to disrupt you. And they're definitely not there to block you. Your gifts are there to ignite a happiness within you and an understanding. Yes, it's uncomfortable in the beginning because you don't know what to expect and you don't know what you're dealing with. But over time and trusting, and the main importance is not trusting everybody else. It's trusting yourself. Knowing that you do have an ability, accepting you for who you are first, loving yourself, and then from there trusting the universe, spirit, guides, ancestors, that they lead you down a protected path to give you the information you need.
I love that. Thank you so much, Cindy. Can we expect any more conferences and breakfast with Healing with Angels anytime soon again?
Yes, we can.
Yeah, so there isn't a date yet for another one yet.
We've just finished our last one last month, which
yes.
was quite busy with 160. We actually filled up the venue, which was wonderful. We've got a crossing over show in Cape Town coming up, which will be quite exciting. And then we've also got quite a nice sort of trust your vibes in the psychic space.
Okay.
Workshop that's coming up, and that will be in July. So anyone who wants to advance their gifts, advance themselves, or understand themselves, are more than welcome to join us on that workshop in July.
All right. Psychic medium Cindy Kruger. She is at healing_with_angels on Instagram. What a handle. What a handle there. And shout out to also Toma, who's been so quiet. Mind you, she's very talkative off air, but yeah, for coming through.
Can you actually say anything?
Thanks, guys. It was incredible.
She's been waiting to say something. But thank you so much, Cindy. I'm always happy to see you. I love having you around. You know, I always feel like when you're here, like I said the last time, I was like, I feel like I was meant to meet you. I feel like you are such a spiritual mother, you know, and yeah, everyone should meet Cindy. Like, everyone needs to meet her, okay? That's what I'm saying. Still tuned into the Morning Drift. Here is some more music. Let's go.
Stop telling lies on me.